dolphins can swim.
What about time?
Sure. Nothing
Where New Jersey was.
will keep us together. What a prick! I grew up with racism. I mean, it's something that you have to learn to navigate. I've been called every racial slur I can think of. You learn to have a tough exterior with that. I've been, when I was younger, I've had girls that I wanted to date whose parents weren't okay with them dating me because I was black. That's something that stings, but you learn to let it permeate less. Now you turn that into the music industry, specifically music, and the brand of music the type of music that I like to make has a rock sound. When they see me on stage, a rock song isn't what they expect. And it's not that they can't be swayed, it's not that they can't be flipped on it, but that's not what the expectation is. Frustrating isn't the word for it. It's not frustrating, it's painful when you give everything you have to a profession. You give your time and you give your buckets of sweat and muscle aches and singing until you can't sing anymore, and you watch it's always difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult to decide if are you giving me accolades for my talent based on just the merits of what I'm performing, or are you basing that on like, oh, he's doing this and he's doing so well for a black man? So I don't know. But my question is why, and I don't have the answer, but my question is, why is it that when I stand up and I sing this type of music that makes me feel good, why is it still a surprise that I'm singing this type of music? Why does it have to be a surprise?
So I identify as a homosexual man. If I was born maybe 10, 15 years ago, it would have been a completely different experience and probably wouldn't have come out when I did.
Professionally, it's been fine and it hasn't. Little silly things that are played off as banter. If you'd said that about a person of color in the band and not me because I'm gay, how would that have gone down?
So during the 80s, there was something that was instituted called Section 28. So basically, they weren't allowed to teach anything to promote homosexuality. If you are homosexual growing up like in the 80s, 90s, it's gonna fuck up your mental health, isn't it? Suddenly, you're told that you're bad and you're wrong, and no one can be there to talk to you about it or to educate you. People can react to it in certain ways, and I think that's why there could be lots of like underground stereotypes. And I think a lot of it is because of lack of education or hiding your sexuality. And I think that's where lots of people's problems can sort of stem by.
Education is important, pride is important, but knowing our history is important, and sending that history out around the world and saying, hey, if we can do it, you can do it too. And carry that forward with us and don't forget it and don't take it for granted, because if you forget it and you take it for granted, it's more likely to happen again.
Because people aren't comfortable talking about it, it's projected onto me. It's made me feel self-conscious. And so, for example, when I came out, I came out as bisexual first because, I want to be one of the lads. And it's weird, like, you don't want to be, if I'm auditioning or if I'm playing with, I don't want people to define me, see me as, oh, it's gay Pete. I don't want that to be the first thing. Yeah, I think it's really important that people stop judging before they kind of see before they define you and put you into this category.
People want to come and see something you've put, that's just something that's your baby. You've put your everything into it, and people love it as much as you do. That's like the ultimate dream.